Local parent and author Eileen Kugler says diversity can make a huge difference in a child's education. Her book is called Debunking the Middle Class Myth: Why Diverse Schools Are Good for All Kids. The book was inspired by the education of her daughter and her son. Eileen Kugler is here with us now, and good to have you back with us, Eileen.
Thank you.
First, for those who weren't seeing you the first time you were on the show, what is the middle class myth when it comes to diversity in classrooms?
The middle class myth is that your child will get the best education if they are in a predominantly white middle class school with the highest test scores, and they will absolutely get the best education there. And what I found from the experience of my own children and the experience of people I interviewed all over the country is that there is an enrichment factor when you're in a diverse classroom. When you get kids from all different backgrounds presenting different perspectives, different perceptions of the same issue, everybody is more engaged, everybody starts to think more deeply and develop critical thinking skills. So there's a real academic benefit to being in school with kids from different backgrounds.
What did you actually see happening with your children being in diverse classrooms?
I saw my kids come home from school excited about what was happening in the classroom. For example, my son was in an American government class, and they learned about a utopian government, and they were put at tables for a collaborative project where they had to design their own unique government, something that would have a feel of a utopian government. And they realized in this table of 8 kids, there were 6 different religions represented. So they did an intense study of the relationship between church and state. And I keep thinking, if every child at that table had been from the same religion, they'd be reading about it in books. Right. As opposed to these kids going back and finding out about their own religions.
Education comes alive.
Oh, absolutely.
It's vital.
And they loved it.
But you had to pass test scores and SATs and ACTs and all of that.
Right.
And what about those test scores in these schools? Did they suffer at all from this?
Oh, I think the test scores absolutely go up, because when the kids are more engaged in the classroom and in school, everybody's paying more attention and focusing on it. And it's true across the board for both the students who would normally be good students. They're getting great test scores, but the other students, when they're connected to the curriculum, when their culture is respected, when they feel valued in the classroom, they clearly do better on tests as well, so everybody benefits.
The last time you were here, it was the affirmative action case that was going on at the University of Michigan, and the Supreme Court upheld a portion of their affirmative action and creating diversity in their law school. How is that going to trickle down, though, to the kindergarten through 12 level?
Well, first of all, it gave enormous credibility to the issue that diversity benefits everyone in education. And there was a lot of research base that was developed because of the court battles. So it's really clear at every level that diversity benefits children from the research. But I think as important as the decision itself was the number of amicus briefs that were filed from every facet of American society, from the military, from the Fortune 500 companies. Corporate America was foursquare behind diversity in education because they see the benefits down the road. When the students get out of school, when they get out of K-12 schools, when they get out of college, and they're going into the military or they're going into our business world, they need a diverse world. They are infinitely more advanced if they've already had exposure to people from other backgrounds.
Eileen, you are a parent, but it shows that a parent can make a difference. You've received so many awards from educators, teachers, people who are on the professional side of education. How does that make you feel?
It's been an amazing ride this year. That's all I have to say. I thought that the Achilles heel of the book was that I am a parent. I'm not an educator. I'm not a researcher. And I thought that those communities would kind of look down their nose. The reverse has happened. They are thrilled to have a parent, and they'd love more parents involved in school reform. They are waiting for parents to have a voice and take action. And they also love the fact that I lived through something and wrote about my experience, and it's exactly what they saw in the research.
All right. You can read more about it. Read Eileen Kugler's book, Debunking the Middle Class Myth: Why Diverse Schools Are Good for All Kids. Right now, our time is 9:34.